my friends.
Good to see you.
Beautiful Florida Christmas afternoon.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, we were filming on December 23rd. Two small facts. One, it's my oldest sister's birthday today, and happy birthday to the Emperor of Japan. Didn't know that, did you?
Which one's more important?
Well, obviously my sister.
And happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
We're back from our long hiatus with a kind of a unique thing. Normally we foray out into the world of spirits to try and find the worst of the worst and sample them for you so you don't have to. We found some gems.
For the team, yeah.
We found some gems, but we found a lot of bad stuff. But this time we wanted to emphasize on the aspect of can we make it better?
Yeah.
And I've got a total of 3 offerings, one of which is, in my opinion, in the top 5 of worst whiskeys I've ever had.
Yeah.
Worst libations I've ever had.
Bottom 5, maybe.
So what we have for you today is off the top of the back. I have a Highland Majesty Queen Scotch blend that is finished in wine casks. This was $13 at Total Wine.
Wow.
And yeah, I've already gotten into it. I've sampled it neat. I've tried to make cocktails out of it. I've done a lot of stuff with it. You can tell by the state of the bottle. And so far, none of them have been a success. A lot of it I've poured out.
Yeah.
Because this has a funky, footy kind of flavor that it's difficult to describe, but not
I
good.
don't know if I've even tried that neat yet. So
No.
let me just nose off the bottle while you continue the intro.
Next up,
It has a cork?
yeah,
It has a
high
cork?
quality.
Ooh.
It's got a. I can't put my finger on exactly what the quality in it, but
Formaldehyde, maybe?
there's a funk to it that's kind of like feet, kind of like mushroom.
Yeah, there's
It's
something.
a little off-putting, and
I like Lafroig.
Yeah.
I'm a Lafroig guy, and that's
next up we have what was left over of the Kentucky Gentleman that we sampled a while back, which I also discovered is less whiskey, more vodka. This is mostly vodka. They put just a little bit of whiskey and some food coloring into. And then lastly, I don't have the remaining bottle, but this was some unaged White Dog wheat whiskey from Alchemy that I got for $10 at Total Wine. It normally retails higher. I think they were trying to get rid of it because a lot of people did not care for it. I actually didn't mind it, but it also had a funky breadiness to it that put a lot of people off. And what we've done here to try and prove this, I've tried to harmonize with the existing flavors. So with the Scotch, I've been letting it macerate for almost a week with some dried apricots. For the White Dog, knowing what I already knew of the flavor profile, because it was a little bready, but still rough around the edge. It was a wheat whiskey, so it wasn't spicy or peppery or anything like that, but it still had a funky bread dough kind of flavor to it. It's been macerating for that same amount of time with some unsweetened toasted coconut. And then for the Kentucky Gentleman, I ran this bad boy through a Brita water filter a half a dozen times. And I hope that the camera can capture the dramatic difference that has made. If it doesn't, just to describe it, it has gone from
amber,
dark amber, to
like a blonde, like a light honey color.
It's as though you went to a fast food joint, got some sweet tea, drank it all, and then came back, and the water that was left over after the ice melted.
Exactly. That's the perfect analogy for it.
That's what we've done to improve these 3.
Or to attempt to improve
these 3.
These could be stunning failures.
This could be tragic. So I'm going to start off with the one that I found the least offensive. Not everyone agrees with me, but again, the Alchemy wheat whiskey, I didn't mind.
We'll work our way to the bottom.
Yep. And right off the bat, the coconut
made it
really
kind of cloudy.
Yeah, it created a lot of sediment in there.
Which may or may not be a good thing.
And this coconut, by the way, I really like. This is the unsweetened toasted coconut I got from a Target for like $2.
I don't know. There's a danger in here. Like the coconut is there, but there's evil. And I like coconut. Don't get me wrong. I like coconut. I like almond joys and all that fun stuff. And I like coconut flavored drinks and whatnot.
This actually smells to me like an almond joy without the chocolate.
It does.
Without the chocolate. There's kind of an unbaked, weird, sweet quality to it. Let's give it a shot.
Let's do it. There we go.
Coconut really comes through.
And it's kind of salty.
Yeah.
It's a rather salty nut.
It needed some sweetness.
It needed some more sweetness. Yeah, that was a. So I'm gonna. That's yeah.
How to describe that? And again, the coconut's still strong,
Coconut is very strong.
but this is coconut and seawater.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how you could even maybe improve that, and I'm like leaning towards kind of a margarita, like if you're trying to make like a coconut margarita, but there's already the salt in there. Like it just too much of the salt came off of the coconut, the roasted coconut, I think.
In the future, would I continue to use this coconut? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the coconut's great.
I don't know where the hell that salty flavor came from though, because the
That's
original did not have it.
That's a little on the scary side.
And this and the to eat the coconut chips by itself,
They're not.
they're a little sweet. It's got the natural sweetness of the coconut, but oh man,
Wow, that is
you know what? It struck me what that is. If you took coconut water and made it alcoholic,
There it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get your electrolytes. How about that?
it's what plants crave.
That's right. That's what plants crave. You want
Try the Scotch next.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is let's go. I have a feeling that this is still going to be the worst. So I kind of want to go from bad to worst to the absolute worst. And then sometimes after we stop filming, we actually drink nice things to redeem our souls. And that's what we're going to try to do.
And
You've got a bad feeling about this, don't you? You've got a full-on Han Solo thing. I can see it in your face.
I think I might have just got a little Final Destination out of this one.
Final Destination, man. Oh, what is that? Even the apricot didn't. It's the same smell that's in there.
Like I said, it's kind of a dirty foot smell.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
Oh my God.
This is, and I have been on such a kick lately of Scotch aged in wine barrels.
Sauternes. It must be something with whatever. I don't know what Sauternes is. I'm not the biggest wine guy in the world. Like literally, last month I discovered Tempranillo Spanish wine, which by the way is fantastic. If you get a chance, try some. Red wine lovers, you will not be disappointed. If you try this, you will be disappointed.
Just
Something's. You know what it reminds me of? Here's what it reminds me of. I got it. I got it. Here's what it reminds me of. You remember the Compass box? What is it? The Spaniard?
Yes.
That I do not like because it's in Madeira casks,
Right.
and I don't know. There's something about whiskey done in Madeira casks. It's like that ramped up. It's the thing I don't like in Madeira casks, taken to like 2 or 3 more extremes.
It's like the smell of a produce drawer right as things are starting to go off.
Exactly.
They're not really full on
Because-
rotten yet, but they're getting there.
Because the nose on the Spaniard I enjoyed, if I remember correctly.
Man,
I enjoyed the nose on the Spaniard. But then the flavor just kind of, it had this little like kind of thing that I couldn't put my finger on. And yeah, we're going to, for you. We do this for you.
because we love you.
Best audience on YouTube, man.
Whoa.
You disappoint me. Oh.
Whoa. It got a lot sweeter.
It got evil.
Oh my God.
Dude, that can go a few rounds with Malort. Oh my God.
Oh, it's still there. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
It's like rotten fruit and tinfoil.
Oh, this is what we...
Where did that metallic taste come from?
I don't know. This is what we torture the prisoners with. Oh my
Wow.
God.
This is like prison hooch. No joke.
Wow. That is... that just might...
Woo.
That just might... I would have to actually
Okay.
try Malort right now to see which one would be worse.
Tasting notes. It's incredibly sweet. I took 2 dried apricots and ripped them in half and tossed it in there, and it's been seeping for about a week. It's
Wow.
incredibly sweet, cloyingly sweet.
Cloying is the word.
But at the same time, the instant that sweetness hits the tip of your tongue, as it washes over your tongue,
The awfulness follows.
metallic,
Yeah.
sharp, almost electric metallic,
Yeah. Wow.
jolts you.
Wow.
I have never tasted something like that before.
I have. It's
That
like
is like
an aluminum can.
Yeah, that's really like if you've ever licked a 9-volt battery. You get that kind of flavor.
Yeah. Or if, like, sometimes doctors used to use that tongue depressor, but it was a metal one and not a wooden one, because the wooden one tastes
Woo.
terrible when they put that metal tongue depressor in.
And then on the back end, then the oiliness comes in,
Yeah.
and a little bit of this character of the scotch, and it's not good scotch to begin with, so it's faint smoke.
I would throw this
and
over my
wood.
shoulder, but I don't want to ruin your
Oh.
brick, man. Oof, wow.
Check this
I would put that in the top 3 worst things we've ever drank on this show. It's that, Malort, and the
grappa.
The grappa. Those 3 things.
It's just so weird because of the intense sweetness. It was,
Dude,
it was
if
like
you
syrup.
throw Southern Comfort caramel in there, that's almost the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It's that bad.
All right, if we can end on a bang. Now again, Kentucky Gentleman, as I've since discovered, should have quotation mark or parentheses around
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
Kentucky gentlemen.
or whiskey because it's essentially vodka with just a touch of whiskey and food coloring in it.
So I like
And,
to eat mayonnaise right from the jar.
So this one is unadulterated except for filtration. I've
Right.
seen other people do that with some things before, and it had marked benefits. So this was my attempt at reproducing the Lincoln County process.
Yeah.
So this is now Tennessee Gentleman. So we will make up for this later, I promise.
Oh man, this is just.
I don't smell anything.
I smell alcohol.
Yeah, I smell
Like, just
nothing.
Alcohol.
It's not offensive.
It's almost like. It's like a bad whiskey that's been forgiven. Like it just doesn't have any oomph to it.
It's like taking a sip of vodka out of a glass of somebody that smokes.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the tiniest hint of barrel flavor. I mean, just a hint of barrel
Yeah,
flavor. The
it's
rest
just
of it could almost be water.
Exactly. It's very, very watery. Like, it's funny because everything flipped, okay? Like, or no, I shouldn't say flipped. I thought this was going to be the worst. Like, if you'd asked me to rate everything in the beginning, I would have thought the whiskey, the apricot whiskey would have been the best.
Mhm.
I would have thought the coconut would be second, and this would be...
I had
absolutely
high
top.
hopes for those other two because I've macerated stuff before. I've done cinnamon whiskeys.
Yeah. It's not his first
fruit and
time
stuff
at the
like
rodeo.
that, so
Okay, so he's done
yeah.
this before.
I had high hopes.
This
And-
is the least offensive, but it's so non-offensive that there's nothing to it. There's no joy here. It's
I wouldn't
just-
even use this as a mixer.
No.
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 Yeah, no.
No. So,
There's
So-
really nothing there.
hey, so today we accomplished absolutely nothing.
Except to be able to definitively say, don't do that.
Yes, don't do that. Don't ever do this. Ever. Like,
No.
when you are drinking this, you can fully look in the mirror and know that your life has gone down the wrong path.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll go a step further because I know good and well you can get other things at exactly the same price point
Yes.
as Kentucky Gentleman
Yes.
that are worlds better.
Yes.
We've tasted a couple bottom barrel scotches that, while I would not advocate them, they were drinkable.
Yeah.
And moonshine is just moonshine. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's something straight out the still, and if you like it, God love you, and enjoy what you enjoy.
Yep.
I'm still
Have
not
fun
above
drinking
trying.
with your pappy.
Yeah, I'm still not above trying things, but whoo, man, that was a fail. Learn from my experiences.
Yes. That just like, yeah. It's like crystal meth. Not even once.